The Wandering Free Adventure travel segment. Find your adventure on www.wanderingfree.co.za.
Well, so now it's time for us to introduce our new competition, which is an opportunity to win a trip to Turkey worth 15,000 Rand with Wandering Free. Okay, so South Africa's leading adventure travel specialist, Wandering Free, is giving away a holiday of a lifetime to one lucky person. The winner will choose his or her adventure experience in Turkey from the variety of packages that Wandering Free has to offer there. You'll see that they're all basically to the same value of about 15,000 Rand. So you basically just pick the one you want to do. If you like cycling in Turkey, then you go cycling in Turkey. You want to go hiking in Cappadocia, you go hiking in Cappadocia. You want to go sea kayaking in the Aegean Sea, then that's the one that you pick. So basically you get the opportunity to pick that for yourself. And that Okay, so once again, we got Sarah Whiteside in from Wandering Free to chat about one of the packages that you, as a Balls listener, will get a discount on at the end of the particular insert. And this week, because we're doing the Turkey competition, because we're launching your opportunity to win a chance to get to Turkey, Sarah's picked one of those little packages to highlight for us today. Welcome to studio, Sarah.
Hi Warren, how are you?
I'm fantastic. I'm good. Okay, right. Let's start this thing right off from the bat. It's got a rather odd name, this particular tour.
Yes, the Turkish tour that we're highlighting this week is called the Lycian Activity Week, and Lycia is an area in the south of Turkey, which is also nicknamed and known as the Turquoise Coast because of the beautiful blue waters along the coastline. So this trip is an 8-day tour where you're stationed in a little fishing village called Kas in the south of Turkey. It's got a great sort of vibrant cafe and bar nightlife. So every evening you're going into town and you're accommodated in one hotel for the week, so not a lot of packing and unpacking. And the hotel is on the hill with beautiful views over the Turkish minarets to the Greek islands in the distance. It's got a swimming pool and air conditioning in all of the rooms. Now, as I mentioned, this is an activity week, so that means that on every single day of the tour, you are trying out a different type of activity. You don't need to have any previous experience to do a tour like this, but it is recommended that you know how to swim because a lot of them are water-based things like kayaking, and you don't want to fall over and drown. So no other experience is needed, though. So on some of the days, you go for hikes in the Patara National Park, which has got some of the most beautiful beaches in Turkey. You go out kayaking to go and see the Kokova Island, where they have a sunken city, sort of a bit reminiscent of Atlantis, and you kayak out to little secluded coves where you can't really access them sort of from the coastline. So it's very sort of beautiful and scenic. You spend days mountain biking through the cedar forests in Turkey, and then you go canyoning up through the different gorges. So canyoning is more of an international term. In South Africa, we call it kloofing, and that basically involves sort of a bit of hiking / swimming sort of trails where you climb down through a kloof and you jump into rock pools and you clamber over boulders and you sort of walk through the riverbanks, and you generally see a lot of beautiful forests and waterfalls and rivers.
Well, that's exactly it. I think is the aim of this particular tour is that it is gorgeous there. The sea's turquoise in color, and the forests are thick and dark and green, and it's one of those kind of really beautiful parts of the world. And then you also get the opportunity to try out Turkish foods and to live in a little Turkish village and experience what it's like to actually be in Turkey. And I'm sure it's the kind of thing that if people wanted to, they could tag on to a trip to Istanbul, or to, if they want to go off to Cappadocia or they want to see other parts of Turkey, you can tag this sort of a thing on and get a real feel for what it's like to be and live in Turkey. I think that's probably the idea.
Turkey is a really beautiful destination and quite underestimated in the South African market. You've got sort of these beautiful Mediterranean coasts and beaches at a fraction of the cost of staying in sort of Spain or Italy or Greece. And as a South African, you can get a visa on arrival in Turkey, which, so it's the best of Europe for a fraction of the price and a whole lot less visa hassle.
And one of the things people kind of say about it is that you get the benefits of being in a country where it's both Asia and Europe. So there's quite a lot of cultural difference. I mean, obviously, Istanbul, as Byzantium, was the center of culture and history for thousands of years. So there's a lot of things to do there.
Yeah. Istanbul, you can fly directly on Turkish Airlines. It's probably the easiest way to get there, and I would definitely recommend a stop off in Istanbul. The Blue Mosque, sort of the cruises along the Bosphorus are definitely worth seeing in conjunction with a trip like this. I travelled to Turkey a few years ago and we had limited time, and I didn't get to spend as much time in Istanbul as I wanted to, and I would really love to go back and explore that city.
I know that these particular tours have got wildly different prices depending on what time of the year you go there. What's the special that you're bringing us today?
Well, as I mentioned, Turkey's a very well-priced destination. So this particular activity week is an 8-day tour with guides, including dive equipment, diving, kayaking, walking, mountain biking, everything that you need. And the cost is 9,303 Rand per person, entry level. But we will give this to Balls listeners for 8,803 Rand if you are not the winner, but enter the competition anyway. And that includes 7 nights accommodation, it includes your breakfast daily and picnic lunches, and then, as I say, you go into the town of Kas for dinner every
Right,
evening.
and that's obviously if you book now for certain dates that are in the near future, yeah?
Yes, if you go on to www.wanderingfree.co.za and click on dates and prices, you'll see all the different departure dates. This is a from price, so high summer will be slightly more.
Right, and you still get the 500 Rand discount even if you decide to go in high
You
summer.
do. Yes.
Right, so that's Wandering Free. That's the introduction to Turkey. That's a little one of the packages that you can possibly choose if you win our Twitter competition. You have to, in order to win that competition, all you have to do is go onto Twitter and tweet with the hashtag Do Something Unique and the Twitter handle at Wandering Free SA. And you could stand a chance of going to Turkey, which is, free stuff. You know what a big fan I am of that stuff. So that was the Wandering Free section. Remember, if you do call them, ask for your discount.